In the middle of. The scarecrow is in the middle of the field. He was standing in the middle of the street. She turned off the TV in the middle of the show.
What were you doing when I called you?
I was in the middle of studying for tomorrow's big test.
In vain. He tried in vain to get more food from the table. The trip was cancelled. He had packed in vain.
This is an important game. We have to win it.
I know. If we don't win, our 3 months of practicing will have been in vain.
Instead of. He chose the hamburger instead of the pizza. She went to New York instead of Paris. They met on Sunday instead of Saturday.
Let's go on a picnic instead of watching a movie.
Okay, it's a nice day to be outdoors.
Just in time. The policeman caught the thief just in time. You are just in time for dinner. She got to the airport just in time to catch her plane.
Wow, it's raining hard. We came in the house just in time.
I know. If we would have stayed outside 1 more minute, we would be very wet right now.
Keep away from. There are some areas that swimmers should keep away from.
Keep away from that old house.
The shy boy kept away from the other children.
Why did Mom tell us to keep away from that dog?
Because that dog is dangerous. It bit 3 kids last summer.
Keep in mind. Keep in mind that he usually eats with chopsticks. I'll keep that in mind.
Keep in mind that you've got a meeting at 3 o'clock. I'm going to play soccer with my friends this afternoon.
Okay, but keep in mind that dinner is at 6 o'clock.
Keep in touch. He gave me his phone number so we could keep in touch. They kept in touch for 20 years. Please keep in touch while you are traveling.
I'm going to live in America next year.
After you go, please keep in touch with me.
Keep on. Keep on pushing. His alarm went off, but he kept on sleeping. It's late, but I have to keep on working.
Why did you sell your parrot?
He kept on singing Elvis songs.
Keep an eye on. They wanted to keep an eye on the strange newcomer. I'm going to the bathroom. Please keep an eye on my bag. My parents are gone, so I have to keep an eye on my little brother.
Keep an eye on the time. I have to leave at midnight.
Okay, it's only 11:15 now.
Keep out of. Keep your hands out of my honey. The children were kept out of the graveyard. The high fence kept wolves out of the farm.
Why did you keep out of the game?
I don't know how to play very well.
Laugh at. People always laugh at his nose.
The thoughtless teacher laughed at the student when he made a mistake.
They laughed at him when he tripped.
Why is Jimmy crying?
The other children laughed at his haircut.
Lead to. The road leads to the castle. The guide will lead us to the village. The dog led the police officer to the robber's house.
Where does this stairway go?
It leads to the parking garage.
Leave out. The message was nice, but they left out the A's.
He packed his suitcase, but he left out one pair of socks.
This argument is between you and me. Leave my brother out of it.
Do you want a hamburger?
Yes, I do, but please leave out the pickles.
Listen to. He likes to listen to music. She listens to the radio on her way to work. We sat outside and listened to the birds singing.
Why is Rita doing so badly in school?
She never listens to her teacher.
Little by little. Little by little, the snail moved along the road. Peter learned Spanish little by little. Little by little, they built their house.
Your computer is expensive. How did you buy it?
I worked for 3 years and saved my money little by little.
Live on. The bird lives on worms. The poor man lived on bread and water. In college, I lived on only $50 a week.
Let's go out for a nice dinner.
Good idea. I am tired of living on spaghetti and water.
Long for. She longs for romance. The orphan longed for a home. He longed for a motorcycle of his own.
I am longing for the ocean.
Okay, let's go to the beach.
Look after. She must look after her puppy. I had to look after my little sister. Please look after my plants when I am gone.
I'll be gone for 1 week. Will you look after my dog?
Yes, I'll give him food and walk him every day.
Look around. He's looking around for bananas.
We looked around the room for the remote.
The new student looked around the class.
I still haven't found my bag.
Look around at school tomorrow. Maybe it's there.
Look at. They looked at each other for a long time. The doctor looked at the X-ray. Dawn looked at the painting.
Look at those beautiful flowers.
Wow! I don't think I've seen any like those before. Look down on. He was often looked down on for being different. The scholar looked down on the farmer. The rich man looked down on the beggar.
Why do those rich kids look down on Sarah?
Because Sarah's family is poor and she wears old clothes. Look for. He's looking for grass to eat. What are you looking for? Can you help me look for my glasses?
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for the restroom. Look forward to. He is looking forward to the game. I am looking forward to my new job. We are looking forward to leaving this town.
I'm looking forward to our vacation next month.
Me too. It's going to be fun. Look like. Sometimes people look like their pets. A tiger looks like a big cat. That guy looks like my brother.
Can you see that cloud?
Wow, it looks like an elephant. Look out. Look out! You must look out for cars when you cross the street. Look out! That rock is about to fall.
Look out! You almost stepped on my mouse.
Sorry, I didn't see it. Look through. She looked through the whole house until she found her spider. I looked through the drawer for an eraser. The woman looked through her purse for her car keys.
Did you find any mistakes when you looked through my essay?
Yes, I found a couple. Look up to. The boy really looks up to his older brother. Jim looked up to his brave friend. We all look up to our grandfather.
Why do you look up to Tim so much?
Because he is a brave, honest, and humble person. Make friends with. The monkey wants to make friends with the snake. I made friends with the new boy in school. It can be hard to make new friends.
I'm going to go to a new school next year, and I'll miss my friends.
Don't worry, you'll make friends with people at your new school too. Make fun of. Everyone made fun of him. She made fun of my ugly shoes. The other reindeer made fun of Rudolph's red nose.
Ha ha ha! You can't ski.
Don't make fun of me! This is my first time skiing. Make oneself at home. He is making himself at home on the sofa. Come in, make yourself at home. I made myself at home in my friend's apartment.
Can I use one of your towels?
Sure, you can use anything you need. Make yourself at home. Make sense. His words didn't make sense. It makes sense to stop smoking. The sentence makes no sense.
Does that make sense?
No, it doesn't. Maybe if you explain it again, I'll understand. Make the most of. He is making the most of his arms to build his house quickly. She is making the most of a bad situation. I only have $10. I'll have to make the most of it.
It's too bad that you have to leave soon.
I know. Let's just try to make the most of our time together. Make up. He often made up stories. My grandfather makes up funny songs. I didn't want to tell the man my real name, so I made up a name.
You'll be late for school. What will you tell the teacher?
I'll make up an excuse. Make up for. She started slowly, so she is trying to make up for lost time. She had to work overtime to make up the days of work she missed. He missed his daughter's birthday, so he tried to make up for it with a big gift.
Why did you buy my lunch today?
I wanted to make up for being late last week. Make up one's mind. He is trying to make up his mind. You have to make up your mind. I can't make up my mind.
Is Jill going to study in America or Canada?
She made up her mind to study in Canada. Make up with. After a big argument, they wanted to make up with each other. I don't think I can ever make up with him. Newlyweds fight and make up often.
Why are you going to go to a movie with Tom? I thought you were angry at him.
I was angry at him, but we made up with each other. Now we're good friends again. Make use of. Farmers make use of the land. He made use of the wood and built a house. Can you make use of some old chairs?
Is Ben making use of his math skills?
Yes, he is. He works at a bank. No problem. He hopes that fixing the window will be no problem. It should be no problem to find tickets for the game. She said it was no problem to pick me up.
Thanks for the cookie.
No problem. I have a whole bag of them. Nothing but. Robbers are nothing but bad. That boy is nothing but trouble. There was nothing but old cheese in the refrigerator.
Your car looks nice. Is it a good car?
No, I bought it 2 years ago and it has given me nothing but problems. Now and then. Now and then he likes to sing. He likes to watch a movie now and then. Now and then there are concerts in the park.
Do you come to this restaurant often?
No, I only come here now and then.
Of course. Of course, I like your new hairstyle. If you're busy, you don't have to come, of course. Can we go to the concert? Of course we can.
Do you like soccer?
Of course I like soccer. That's why I play it every day.
On and on. The road goes on and on. They worked on and on through the night. It rained on and on for days.
Did your aunt call last night?
Yes, she talked on and on for 3 hours.
On foot. He made the journey on foot. You can go everywhere on foot in my town. They had to go on foot after their car broke down.
Do you go to school by bus?
No, I don't. I go on foot.
On purpose. I'm sorry I spilled the drink. It wasn't on purpose. He missed the school bus on purpose because he didn't like school. She broke the cup on purpose.
Hey, Did you hit me on purpose?
No, I didn't. It was an accident.
On schedule. The bus usually arrives on schedule. The meeting did not start on schedule. I hope that my plane is on schedule.
Will the train be late today?
No, it will arrive on schedule.
On the contrary. He's not lazy. On the contrary, he's very active. You don't look overweight. On the contrary, you seem very healthy. Are you cold? On the contrary, I'm quite warm.
Was that movie bad?
On the contrary, it was the best movie I've ever seen.
On the way. On one's way. There is a gas station on the way to the next city.
On the way to work this morning, she saw a deer. We don't have any milk. Can you buy some today?
Okay, I'll buy some on the way home from school today.
On the weekend. They are going fishing on the weekend. We used to go hiking on weekends. I take my son to the park on the weekend. What are you going to do on the weekend?
I'm going to play soccer on Saturday and go to church on Sunday.
On time. He wanted to get to his meeting on time. Most of the people came on time. This train is always on time.
Let's go to school now. I don't want to be late for class.
Don't worry, we'll be on time.
Once in a while. Once in a while, I like to eat seafood. My old friend calls me once in a while. Once in a while, he goes to rock concerts.
Do you like to go to movies?
No, but I rent a video once in a while.
Out of breath. After running so long, he was out of breath.
She was out of breath after running up the stairs.
By the time we reached the top, we were out of breath.
Why are you out of breath? Why are you out of breath?
Because I ran here from my house.
Out of date. His haircut is out of date. My computer is already out of date. Don't take medicine that is out of date.
I can't find the new road on this map.
It's probably out of date.
Pass by. He said hello as he passed by his friend. I saw a big dog passing by my house around 2 o'clock. People along the street waved as the parade passed by.
Do you know where Anne's house is?
Yes, I do. I pass by it every day when I walk home from school.
Pass out. He is passing out. She hit her head on the tree and passed out. You will pass out if you hold your breath for too long.
Is he sleeping?
No, he saw some blood and passed out.
Pay a visit. I will pay a visit to my grandma tomorrow. We paid a visit to our relatives. Let's pay a visit to them sometime.
Let's pay a visit to Kevin.
Good idea. I haven't seen him for a long time.
Pay attention to. You should pay attention to road signs when you're driving. He was not paying attention in class. Pay attention to me.
Does he pay attention to the teacher in class?
No, he doesn't. He only talks to his friends and draws pictures on his desk.
Pick out. Pick out the one you like. She picked out a nice dress for the party. I picked out the best apple in the basket.
I want to buy a shirt, but I don't know which color to get.
I'll help you pick out a color.
Pick up. Pick up the hammer. He picked up the pen and wrote a letter. She picked up her hat and put it on.
This room is a mess. Pick up your toys.
Okay, Mom, I will.
Piece by piece. He put the puzzle together piece by piece. She ate the whole cake piece by piece. He picked up the broken dish piece by piece.
How did they move that big sculpture?
They took it apart and moved it piece by piece.
Play a trick on. The dog is playing a trick on the cat. He got into trouble for playing a trick on his sister. Don't ever play a trick on me again.
I like to untie my brother's shoes, hide his pencils, and put frogs in his bed.
That's not nice. Do you always play tricks on him?